Hello, YouTuberinos. It's me. Hi to my grandkids. Grandma misses her little funny people. Grandma love her little funny people. Um, as you can see, I'm back standing up in my usual um, position. That sitting down didn't work. I didn't like how it looked. I don't know. But anyway, I just want to talk about a couple things. And the first thing, as you can tell, I'm not wearing my lashes today. I decided that it was no need to wear them every day. I mean, it was no need to wear them just to go get dinner. I'll be gone an hour. Go to the grocery store. I'll be gone an hour. It's no need to go through all that just to just to wear them out. It's not like I don't have, as you can tell, I have plenty of eyelashes, real lashes. And because when you went out, you had to come back, you take them off, you have to clean them, then you have to clean your own eyelashes. You have to make sure there's no glue in your eyelashes. You have to take the glue off the false ones. You have to clean the false ones. And then, it was just too much drama to wear for an hour and a half. So I decided, unless I'm going somewhere all day or going out shopping or anything, but mostly I was practicing. So now I'm practicing eyeshadow. So I'm wearing eyeshadow every single day, and I've got enough eyeshadow that I can wear eyeshadow every day because I'm trying to get that cat, how they do that. I can't figure out how they do that. So I'm working on that. I'm getting pretty good at it. So what else? Oh, and I know, before I forget, I wanted to tell you guys, I think I told you guys that when we go in the grocery store, that they write on your receipt when you leave the store. You have to leave your bags out. I told you about that. And then when you when you come out of the store, they write on your receipt. And I couldn't figure out to save my life why they would do that. And then the other day I was coming back from the store and probably getting something to eat, and it dawned on me, so you won't go back and steal the same thing. Like, say for instance, if you go in and buy it's security guards all over, so you really can't. It's one in the front of the store where the baskets are, it's two by the doors, it's one in the back, and then one kind of on this side, kind of walking around. It's enough of them, so, they can't, it would be really hard to steal anything. But what I was thinking was, like, I see people come out with boxes of stuff, and I'm thinking, like, if somebody buys like a case of diapers or a case of baby food or something weird like that, they would have it in the box, and then they could just show the guard the receipt and use that same receipt to buy, because the guard ain't gonna look at probably not the date. They're just gonna look down at and see that you have a receipt. And so that's why they mark on it, so you can't bring it back. I figured that one out. Also, let's see, I talked about the lashes, talked about that. I'll talk about the most exciting news later. But first, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And I'm not going to put her name in my description box. And I'm not going to put her name in my title. Because, like I said, when I started this, and I have been YouTubing for a year. That the anniversary just went right by me because I was going through so much drama at the time that I forgot to celebrate my year of vlogging or YouTubing or whatever the devil you call this. Anyway, so there's this one woman. Oh, and like I said, when the year I've been doing this, I don't put anybody's name in my description or in my title. I did it once, and like I said, I took that video down. So there's this YouTuber that, all right, she was a life coach and one of those inspirational speakers, or whatever you call those people, gurus, relationship gurus. And now she's homeless and living in her car. Now, I don't know if the woman is living in her car. If she is, I really feel sorry for her, because I can imagine. I mean, because I just went from, you know, a an apartment I really liked to, and I had somewhere to go, you know, and I just to my sisters, and then to Japan, Hawaii, and then to Japan, then here. And she also travels a lot. And I was kind of thinking about the parallels, and I mean, and I just did that, and I felt like I was taking a step back from, you know, what I had. And because no matter how nice it is, if it's not yours, you don't feel, you know, you don't feel good about it if it's not yours. So she, I don't know why I'm sweating. Yes, I do. It's because I've been working out good, but I'll talk about it later. Anyway, she's supposed to be living in her car. She's vlogging every day from her car. She's going supposedly to the gym just to take showers and stuff. She's changing her clothes while she's vlogging in her car. And a lot of people are not believing this. Let me get kind of in the light a little bit. A lot of people aren't believing this. A lot of people think that it's a scam. I don't think it's a scam. I believe, kind of believe she really is living in her car. But I don't think it's because, and what happened was, supposedly, she had all this money in the bank to move to LA and do all these things. She sold her company or got rid of her company and traveled with that money, I assume. And then went to California, and supposedly the New York tax service, or whatever they call the IRS in New York, the New York RS, I guess, attached her bank accounts and attached her PayPal account. But she's asking for donations to her PayPal account. Now, I can't understand that, because I had a little instance where they kept trying to take something out of my bank account that I had already paid off. I mean, it was done, it was over with. But for some reason, they just could not get it through their heads, and they kept trying. So therefore, I didn't put any money in my bank account. When I got my checks for school, when I got my money for the rent or stuff like that, or if I got wired money, I took it out right away. I didn't leave anything in that bank account except, you know, a little bit of money just to keep it open. I did not put any money in there, and I mean, this was years ago, but I still have that habit of not, well, I don't have that much money. It's not like I have thousands of dollars in the bank anyway, but I did at times have quite a bit of money, you know, but I never left it in the bank very long. I left it in there long enough to write the rent check, or make the rent money order, or to pay my AOL and pay the stuff that automatically came out of my checking account and stuff, or if I wanted to order something online, stuff like that. But I didn't put all my money in the bank. So apparently she did. And so, what I'm thinking is, they don't just do that, okay? They don't just one day take your money. They have warned you before they take your money. They have warned you and warned you to pay it, and they've told you that your accounts, everything is going to be attached. They tell you that. Now, I don't know if she was traveling and didn't get the word, but she's vlogging outside the country. So if she's vlogging outside the country, then that means she, my fingernails look pretty. If she's vlogging outside of the country, then that means she has access to her internet. So therefore, she has access to her email or whatever, because I'm sure they told her before they did this. So anyway, she's opened what they call a GoFundMe or something like that, and people are sending her money. My opinion is this. Let me get back in the light a little bit. The woman's mentally ill. she's bipolar, and she doesn't need to be out there sleeping in her car like that, and she doesn't need to be doing these things because she's mentally ill. And I'm going to tell you why I think so. Her GoFundMe is $10,000. And apparently they don't send you the money, they send you a debit card. She got the debit card. That means she has $10,000. And the night she got the debit card, she still slept in her car. Talking about she wants to, she doesn't think you need to sleep inside because you only spend so many hours inside, and you go out and you work and you come back and you only spend so many hours, so she don't want to spend the money. So, you know, a lot of her, I forget what she calls her people, have just fallen away. They don't trust her anymore. So anyway, that's my opinion about that, because she wrote something smart. I wrote something, made a comment, and she made a comment back, and I didn't like it. So anyway, that's enough about her. What I really want to talk about, and I'm so excited about, is I'm working again. I'm actually writing again, you guys. I'm actually sitting down and typing and writing and you know, thinking about things in my head and going over things and doing research. I'm really, really working again. And I'm so excited because I just couldn't work. I mean, I just didn't, you know, I do a little touch up and pick and probe, like I call it. Get back in the light a little bit. I would do a little pick and probe. I would do a little mess around. I would do a little this and that. But I wasn't really working. I wasn't working. I wasn't doing my 10 pages, going over those 10, going over those 10 again, pasting them to the end of what I had already written. And I mean, my usual, you know, routine. I wasn't doing that. And I want to, well, first of all, and then second of all, I mean, first of all, I'm working. That's the main thing. And I'm actually at when they are getting ready to have sex. They're at the, so I'm really moving along. They're at the beach house. They've gone for their walk on the beach. He's had his little musings or whatever. They went for their walk on the beach. They've talked about the jazz music. I think I told you guys. I just don't want this thing to be so long because, you know, the upload issues I be having. So, you know, they've already gone, they left Paris, he's flown her to the Riviera, they're at the beach house, they've gone for a walk on the beach, they've come back, they've had dinner. I didn't write all that because you don't need all that. They come back, they had dinner, and he is, she's just getting out her bag. He's thinking about, you know, what he wants to do, what he's going to do, you know, if he's going to do whatever, you know. And he's kind of wrestling with, because like I said, he's kind of sadistic. So he's struggling with when he's going to bounce this on her, when he's going to get her, you know what I mean, when he's going to, you know, because he already told her it's a room he wants to show her in the chateau that's up on the hill that belongs to his parents, because the beach house is down on the beach. And this is so great because I'm actually talking about my writing. And she is in the, they go for a walk on the beach. The sun is getting ready to set, just like it is here. The sun is getting ready to set, and she, you know, is watching the sunset over the Mediterranean. They're at the Riviera. So she goes in to take her bath. They have dinner, blah, blah, blah. She goes in to take her bath, and as she's getting out of her bath, putting on her robe, she's a little uneasy for the first time. It's finally dawning on her because he's gotten quiet. You know, when she first got to the beach house, he was so nice. He was, you know, welcoming her and trying to make her comfortable and being really nice. And he put her bags in a separate room. And, you know, he's kissed her a couple of times, but he hasn't really made any other moves. But he was, you know, so communicating and so, you know, with her. And he's gone quiet. But the reason he's gone quiet, number one, he's got a lot on his mind. Number two, he's trying to figure out in his mind, is she gonna go? What am I gonna do? Am I really gonna, what he's gonna do in his mind? And I haven't figured out yet because I have to write an S&M scene, but I don't know if I'm gonna write that as the first time they make love. I'm thinking about saving that till the when he takes her to the chateau, but I'm not sure. But the news, the big deal is that I am writing la 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 and working out. I made up my mind like Saturday or something like that. I'm like, okay, Monday I'm working out. I don't care. I get exercise because I walk every day. Every day I have to go get something to eat, and every day I have to go to the grocery store. Which I like because it makes me get out the house and it makes me get some exercise, and it makes me go out around people every day, because I sit in my, when I lived in Tacoma, I was sitting in I would stay in that apartment complex for days, because everything was there. And once again, people don't shop with great big bags of stuff and refrigerator full of stuff like Americans do. You go every day and get your food. So I've been doing that, which is, it's getting a little teeny bit dark. Let's see. A little bit too dark here. The creature from the Black Lagoon again. But there we go. But so people don't do that. People don't have refrigerators full of food and 2 or 3 months worth of food and stuff like we do. They actually buy their food every day. So I've been getting exercise because I have to do that. But, and in this heat, trust me, I am losing weight. This heat, this heat, you can tell by my face, you can tell by my shoulders. I mean, in this heat, I don't care if you didn't do nothing but sit, you would lose weight. But I hadn't been doing like a workout tape. I hadn't been doing 30 minutes of cardio like that. So I think it was Friday or Saturday or something like that. I said to myself, Monday I'm working out. So far so good. I'm working out. I feel so much better, and your muscles have memory. So if you're like somebody who works out and then you stop for a little while, when you start back up, it's much easier because your muscles have memory and they know, to get back into the fat burning. That. And also, I think it's because, I think I was telling you guys about the fish oil I was taking. And I had started taking it at night because of my tummy. But I realized that I was forgetting it, not remembering to take it. I was going to take it with me and eat after I eat my dinner, and I was forgetting. And so I decided to just take it in the morning and come what may. My tummy acted up. I just stay in the house until I felt better, and then I'd leave. But I do believe, now I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I do believe this fish oil is really doing a lot, because they always say fish is brain food. And so it's always, I think it's doing an awful lot to help me out. So the fish oil, working out, the chick that made me mad, and because the comments are funnier than the video, because people are tripping. People are going, get a job, and they're acting crazy. And she keeps saying, well, I'm an entrepreneur, and I wanna start my own company. I don't want to work for an hourly wage, and that's not how we get along, how we get, and you're living in your car. But I don't care where I was living. Now, in a way, I see her point. Because $10,000 is not an awful lot of money. $10,000, if you pay first month's rent, last month's rent, and a month in advance, get your water, lights, whatever utilities turned on, get you something to sleep on, an air mattress or something to sleep on, it's not an awful lot of money. Also, too, if she doesn't have a job or have any way for any money to come in, I also can understand that, because what, you know, she might, with $10,000, you're gonna what, pay rent once, twice, maybe, you know, and well, not once or twice in LA, once, you know, she'll probably just get into the apartment in LA with $10,000. So I understand her point, but if I had $10,000, it'd be somewhere, you know, I could say. So I tried to be constructive instead of being criticizing. I suggested she rent a little camper, and that way, and she can't live in anybody's house because she's empathic, and she can't live in a hostel because she doesn't want to park her car, you know, in the districts where the hostels would be, and blah blah blah, and whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna quit, but because it's getting dark and I don't want to turn any lights on. But what I did want to talk about was, I was so excited that I'm writing again, I'm working, and I think it's because of the fish oil, because, you know, fish is brain food, and I do believe it's that fish oil is starting to work through my body and go to my brain, and so I'm working again, and I'm so happy. So before I lose my beautiful light through the window, I am going to go, and I will talk to you guys later.